Good evening. My name is Kendall Pearson.
And I'm Addison Mosley.
An update on the Delphi murder trials. Defense lawyers for Richard Allen made a startling admission during the jury selection. Allen's defense team revealed that hair was found in Abby Williams' hand, but it didn't match Allen's. That's the first time that information has ever been made public. Allen's attorney made that comment during, quote, many opening statements preceding jury selection. Opening statements are scheduled for this Friday when the proceedings shift to Carroll County.
Doctors are concerned about rising pneumonia cases in Indianapolis. IU's Health Urgent Care reported 200% increase in cases from last month. Pneumonia is infection of the lungs. It can originate from viruses such as the flu, a cold, COVID-19, or from bacteria, which is behind in the recent increase in local cases. Children and adults ages 65 and older are at a higher risk because of their weakened immune systems. Doctors say you can protect yourself by getting vaccinated.
Cops arrested a man just outside the Donald Trump rally in California on Saturday for attempting to assassinate him. Van Miller, 49, was arrested for the possession of multiple illegal guns on him. This arrest took place just 1 minute before the rally was supposed to start and before Trump even arrived. Miller was released on a $5,000 bail. When asked about the probable attempt on Trump, he claimed just to have been protecting himself with the guns and is a former Democrat who shifted to supporting Trump.
The Supreme Court overturned a lawyer court ruling from Pennsylvania that allowed residents under 21 to openly carry a gun in public situations. The ruling addressed a state law that restricted 18 to 20-year-olds from openly carrying firearms during the declared state of emergencies. Justices have declined to hear arguments for the case as of now. The Federal Appeals Court previously ruled the law violated the Second Amendment.
DC had some very precious cargo delivered yesterday. Take a look at this. 2 pandas landed after their 13-hour flight. This marks the first time in 24 years the capital has welcomed a set from Beijing. They were on a special FedEx flight called Panda Express. These cuties will be living at the National Zoo in DC for the next 10 years, which is part of a breeding and research agreement between China and the U.S. They are expected to quarantine for 30 days and get settled with their new home before the public is able to see them.
SpaceX is one of the first to pull off catching its massive rocket booster with giant mechanical arms. Look at this footage. The 230-foot Super Heavy booster returned to Earth after launching the second stage Starship spacecraft. This takes a big step into SpaceX's version of having a fully reusable spacecraft. The booster landed back at the launch pad, which was the major step to having a rapidly reusable rocket. This technology should cut the space of cost and travel and will help pave the way for missions to the moon, Mars, and even further. Coming up, meteorologist Tatum McCauley with our fall weather update.
Good morning, Greyhounds, and welcome back to your Wednesday show. We have some very exciting things to talk about with our very special guest.
So what do you find unique about Uindy, and what kind of pulled you here?
What are you doing?
Watching Good Morning Greyhounds every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m.
Good evening, I'm your meteorologist Tatum McCauley giving you your fall weather update. Starting with our current weather, we are currently at 56 degrees and sunny. Here on Uindy's campus, 6 o'clock, 64 and sunny, but going into tonight, we can expect it to get a little chilly, but we're at clear skies with 42 degrees, and there is a slight chance of rain with 8%, but I wouldn't worry about it, it ain't gonna rain. Going into this weekend, Friday, it's gonna be 66 with a low of 38, sunny skies. Saturday, 69 degrees with a low of 40, sunny skies again. Sunday, 72, low of 42, sunny skies. And to kick off the start of the work week, you can expect 72 degrees and 42, sunny skies all through the weekend. That was your fall weather update. Time to kick it back to Addison and Kendall.
Thank you, Tatum. A Colombian doctor revolutionizes Hispanic care in Indianapolis. Dr. Alfredo Lopez Yunes provides essential services in Indy, such as immigration exams and primary care. Dr. Lopez addresses the unique healthcare needs of Hispanic newcomers in his establishment, the Alivio Medical Center. Dr. Lopez says his work is more than just medicine and creates a bridge of understanding and support. He sees his clinic as a safe haven where patients find culturally competent care across all platforms.
A teenage boy who was critically injured in a hit-and-run crash on the far east side of Indianapolis has died. The crash happened near North Cumberland Road. An IMPD representative said the boy, identified as Roberto Rivera III, was struck by a car that fled the scene soon after. Rivera was taken to Riley Hospital under critical condition, but just announced dead due to the injuries from the crash.
A man who went on a tire slashing spree is agreeing to take a probation deal. Causing more than $600,000 of damage, Bradley J. Jones was arrested on 34 criminal counts, 33 of which were mischief and misdemeanor. He damaged more than 57 vehicles and vandalized 3 homes. Jones agreed to a plea agreement where he pled guilty to a level 6 felony count of criminal recklessness in exchange for his 33 misdemeanor charges.
Residents downtown are voicing concerns for the intersection of College Avenue and Ohio Street. Just this weekend, there was a serious hit-and-run car crash that left 3 people injured and 1 person in critical condition. According to the IMPD, there have been already 16 crashes in this intersection this year.
Police arrested 3 minors for allegedly carjacking on the north side of Indy. Police were called to the scene at 1:30 in the morning at a gas station near East 32nd Street. The victim told police 5 people walked up to him, 2 armed with guns and 3 with masks on. One suspect stole his driver's license, $100, and his cell phone. Almost an hour later, the car was found near 38th Street and North Keystone Avenue. The vehicle was then returned to the unharmed victim.
2 more former Indiana University basketball players have come forward with claims of sexual assault against former sports physician Dr. Brad Bomba. While both players attended IU, they alleged they were sexually abused, saying Bomba gave them inappropriate and unnecessary prostate and rectal exams during their annual physicals. This now brings the total to at least 4 victims.
Coming up, meteorologist Tane McCauley after this break.
We'll leave it to our actual athletes. Watch Uindy TV's live sports broadcast on GLVCSN and YouTube.
The first time I went to Lucas Oil was last year for the 6A Center Grove versus Carroll State High School football game. And I walk in this time thinking I know what's going on, thinking I know what's going to happen. And if I were to say that Lucas Oil lost any effect on you, just the pure vastness that it hits you when you walk in, I'd be wrong. And Jace put it perfectly. He walked in and said, wow, this is the dream. And it is, because the people that we look up to listen to a high school football game of the week on WICR HD3 Uindy Radio.
Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton have hit the East Coast, leaving destruction and leaving thousands without power. 100 people have been reported missing in North Carolina so far. Almost every day there are new reports of a missing person. So far, 220 people have died due to Helene and Milton when accounting for Florida and North Carolina. And just as we all thought hurricane season was over, a new hurricane system may be forming in the Central Atlantic Ocean. The National Hurricane Center says that there is a 60% chance of this storm being named Nadine. The storm could potentially hit the Bahamas or Puerto Rico, but may be unlikely to hit the southeast side of the U.S. We'll be right back with Kendall and Addison after this break.
In the heart of Indianapolis, our main mission is to keep you informed, bringing you local and national news. With the upcoming presidential election, there's no better time than now to tune in. But the most important part is you. This is Uindy TV News.
Now moving on to sports, the Colts expect quarterback Anthony Richardson to return to the starting lineup this Sunday against the Miami Dolphins. Richardson, who missed the last 2 games due to a strained oblique, has been ramping up. Although he has been rehabbing, the team's medical staff does not believe Richardson is at 100%. Colts veteran Joe Flacco stepped in for the last 2 games. throwing 359 passing yards and 3 touchdowns versus the Jaguars and 189 yards and 2 touchdowns in Sunday's win over the Titans. Although Flacco played well, the Colts always plan to return to Richardson as soon as possible.
And continuing on with special deliveries, Brantley Gilbert helped his wife Amanda deliver their 3rd child during his show in Mississippi. He was pulled off the stage shortly after his show started for an emergency backstage. In a video posted on Instagram, he revealed that the emergency was his wife, Amber Gilbert, who have given birth to their 3rd child on their tour bus. He was sure to please his fans, and when he returned to the stage, he announced that he was now a father of 3. Gilbert says that it was the craziest night of his life and something he will never forget.
Another family also got a new delivery. Colts center Ryan Kelly and his wife, Emma, have welcomed their baby girl, Stella, into the world. You can see this little baby Stella in this picture the Kellys posted on their social media. Stella is a baby number 4 for the Kellys.
Garfield Park will be hosting their 7th annual Art and Musical Festival. This festival is free for everyone and will be held at McAllister Amphitheater. The festival will feature 50 local artists with handmade crafts. There will also be food and drinks for sale. IU Health will host a Kids Zone with games and crafts. There will also be 6 different live performers. The festival will be from 4 to 9 in the afternoon on October 19th. We hope to see you there.
If you're a movie lover, I got something for you. Heartland International Film Festival returned for its 33rd year on Thursday. This year, over 200 filmmakers participated, with this year's theme being about expanding your universe. There were 120 films featured, and 11 of them being Indiana Spotlight films. These were films by Hoosiers or films that highlighted Indiana. Heartland International Film Festival is one of the largest and most beloved in the film community. The films can be seen in 5 different venues, including Can Cinema and Restaurant, Landmark Glendale 12, Living Room Theaters, Newfields Indianapolis, and Imagine Noblesville. Yesterday morning, we actually had Stefan Sano as a guest on Good Morning Greyhounds. He produced, directed, and co-starred in the movie Stripper Boys. Be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel. Addison, I was there for the interview, and it was actually so good. So we have got to watch the movie.
We do.
Yes.
We should go see it tonight.
Maybe. I kind of want to go to bed early.
Okay, maybe tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay.
And believe it or not, tickets are only $12, which is a great price, so there's no reason not to go.
Thank you for tuning in to Uindy TV News.
Be sure to check out all other Uindy TV productions on our YouTube channel and on Xfinity Channel 1096.
As always, have a good night.
And be safe, Indy.
Good evening. I'm your meteorologist, Tatum McCullough, giving you your fall weather update. Starting with our current weather, we are currently at 56 degrees and sunny. Here on Uindy's campus, 6 o'clock, 64 and sunny, but going into tonight, we can expect it to get a little chilly, but we're at clear skies with 42 degrees, and there is a slight chance of rain with 8%, but I wouldn't worry about it. It ain't gonna rain. Going into this weekend, Friday, it's gonna be 66 with a low of 38, sunny skies. Saturday, 69 degrees with a low of 40, sunny skies again. Sunday, 72, low of 42, sunny skies. And to kick off the start of the work week, you can expect 72 degrees and 42, sunny skies all through the weekend. That was your fall weather update. Time to kick it back to Addison and Kendall.